everyone, my name is Sloan and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Friday afternoon and I haven't been plant shopping in so long. I'm so excited to go. This is the way that I like de-stress is I go to plant shops and I need this. So I'm going to 3 different plant shops in one day and I normally do not do this. Normally I go to like 1 plant shop at a time, but I have been wanting to hit a few different places, so we're doing it all in one day and you're coming along for the ride. So stop 1 is a big box store. We're going to Home Depot, partially because I need to pick up a few things. I just watched someone's car get hit by a cart. I cannot believe, I've never seen that happen, and he just got out. That was insane. That was... He's moving the car. Okay, anyway, so we're stopping at Home Depot. I need to pick up a few things, and I also thought we could check out the plants while we're here. And then after that, I'm going to head to 2 different plant shops that are some of my favorite places to go. One of them is in like my top 2 places, and I'm just really excited to go see them because I haven't been since last year. It's been months, so let's go see what's inside. It looks like they're just starting to move a lot of their outdoor plants outside. Obviously, I'm inside currently. And I haven't been to this Home Depot in a while, so I kind of forgot what their plant setup was like. It looks like there's some bromeliads over here, kind of like the pinkish ones. This one is a little bit terrifying looking on the inside. And then below that, there are some succulents, some jades down here, more jades, and then I see an elephant bush there, rubber plants, and then it looks like a bambino ficus, like all the way in the back there. There's some bigger plants over here, some schlafleras, and then some Monstera deliciosas, which I will have to dig through and look for a sport variegated one because I don't know, it feels like I should. I feel like I'm never gonna get lucky and get one. This jade plant is ginormous. Then there are some Dracaenas, some Zeylanica snake plants. It looks like another Monstera hiding back there. More Fiddle Leaf Figs. If your Fiddle Leaf Fig has these like spots on it, that's from inconsistent watering from what I have heard and also from what I have experienced. It's not actually an issue, so don't freak out about it. Basically it's just a sign that to be more consistent with your waterings and to check on your plants a bit more. More Dracaena over here. I've recently seen this particular Dracaena grown to where it like intertwines with itself in like these really cool geometric ways, and I kind of want one that's been trained to do that. I think it would be cool. Some Pilea Peperomioides. These look a little moist, maybe a little too moist. More little schlafleras, a Dracaena Marginata, and I don't know what this is. China doll. All right. And then over here looks like some spider plants. And these look like little bushes. Oh, that's because they are. These are lemon cypress. Down here is some Bridal Veil, and then over here are some Tradescantias. Looks like some ZZ plants. You know, I feel like I haven't said the prices for any of these, but these are $15. Here's some of the succulent selection. I love these jades. I constantly mix up whether it's Golem or Hobbit, but this is one or the other. The colored succulents. A tiny little snake plant. And yeah, that seems to be a good selection of succulents. More succulents on the back side, including some interesting looking aloe and some Kalanchoe over here. I had a Kalanchoe plant for years and I just could not get it to bloom after it stopped blooming for me, and so eventually I gave it away, but they have quite a few in here. If you can get them to bloom, they are very pretty. And then I'm guessing these are Easter cacti, just considering the time of year, already starting to flower. Over on this table, there are some lilies and some Anthurium down here. It looks like another elephant bush, Dracaena Janet Craig. And then up here on the top, I actually almost missed these. These appear to be Primrose. And there's 3 different colors. I don't know anything about these, but oh, I see some peperomia over here. So here are peperomia of some sort. Kind of interesting. And these are only $5. And then various different ivy. And that's pretty much it. So this Lowe's, or this, I'm not at Lowe's. This Home Depot didn't have like the most exciting selection, but that's okay. We've got more plant shops to go to today, and I will meet you guys in the car for the next one. So I just arrived at location number 2, and this is at Renovation Jungle, which is in, like, I would call it downtown Des Moines. I don't know, but this is one of my top 2 plant shops in like ever, I would say. I don't know, I just love it here. I love the vibes. I love pretty much all the plant shops near me, but this one just has a special place in my heart, so very excited to go check it out because I haven't been here since December. So let's go ahead and see what's inside. All right, I am here at Renovation Jungle, and it is poppin', which makes sense because it's a Friday afternoon, so it might be a little loud, so bear with me. The pro of that means I can talk a little bit louder, I guess. So they have these, which I have one of these now. It's the Tradescantia Pink Panther, which I believe, I can't remember the name of the one that I have. These look a lot more pink than the one that I have. So frankly, it's a little bit tempting to buy this to put in with the one that I already have, because this one is looking very cute and very pink and very adorable. But I don't know, I already have one, so I'm probably gonna resist. No promises, I might not resist. And it looks like there is a Peperomia Obtusafolia down here. This is my favorite kind. They're of Obtusafolia. There's another Obtusafolia that looks similar to this one, but I love this one, and I think it's like the marbled version. I don't have one. Maybe one day I'll get one. What is this? This is a Peperomia Hope for $5. It's really cute. This pot is smaller than 2 inches. It's very tiny. And then I don't know what these are. Are these like City Blues? Oh, they are, for $13. That's really awesome. Like, just to get a tiny little start of these. I find with Pothos that like if starting with something really small is really fun, because they will grow big quickly. So you can, and it's gonna be fine. And then it looks like there's some Kalanchoe Flapjack. And then up here are some begonias of various varieties. This one is a Begonia Carolineifolia. Begonias always have the coolest names. They really do. This one is a Begonia Fireworks. And then over here, there's a coffee plant. And then these are the bigger, this is like a bigger pot of the, oh my gosh, guys, they're sparkly. They are sparkly. Oh, that changes everything. Now I really want one. And it's $14. But I already have one, but it's not this pink. I'm gonna have to think about that. And then this is a Paleonia. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have been looking for one of these for like a year. So this is, I can't remember the name of it, a snowbush plant. And I saw them about a year ago, and I just thought they were so cute. And then I didn't buy one because I wanted to like research what it was and see if it was a good fit for my house. And then I never saw them again. But it looks like it belongs outside. I actually think they are like outdoor plants normally. That's really cool. That is a neat find. You don't often see these, and they're pink. Like, you can see a bit of pink in there. I've heard that the more light you give them, the more pink they stay. And it says prefers added humidity, which just like based upon what it looks like, that makes sense to me. It might be kind of a hard plant to keep alive indoors. That might be kind of difficult. Maybe once I get my IKEA cabinet set up, it would be good in there. More Polonias up there. Down here, looks like there are some, ooh, this one's flowering. These are some curly lipstick plants, I believe. There is the flower. It's kind of a dark color. And this is $15. This is an Alocasia Regal shield. I'm not even showing you the plant because it's so tall. very, very large. Over here in this corner, there's some interesting things. So up at the very top, I see some bird of paradise. I think this is a bromeliad. There's one a little lower, and I'm very short. Oh, it's pokey. It hurt. I'm not gonna look at what it is because I don't want to get poked. What? I can't get to it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna get poked today, so it is what it is. And there's this really pretty, like, spotted begonia right here. I don't think it's a maculata. I think those are, like, have bigger leaves. So this is a Begonia Castaway for $25. And coming down here, this looks like a Monstera Siam, maybe? Wow, it is for $90. It's really huge. I saw them post these on their social media and I could not tell that they were this big. That's so cool. It looks like there are some alocasia in here, and ooh, yes. So I've been really wanting an Alocasia Frydek. My mom got me these magnets for my birthday that have an Alocasia Frydek leaf on them, and it made me really want to get one. So I might have to take one home. And they're $27, which is really awesome because I've never seen them for sale in person in my area. So, like, I feel like it's pretty well priced. So there's quite a few of them. I'll have to dig through and see. This one is an Alocasia Metalhead, also for $27. And then there are various sparkly begonias. I love a sparkly begonia. I love a sparkly plant. Love a sparkly plant. This is a begonia looking glass. This is a begonia Arctic twist. Pretty interesting. These string of turtles. So I can't remember if I've talked about this in a YouTube video yet or not, but on my Instagram I at least mentioned it. I bought a 4-inch string of turtles and it has been declining for like 9 months since I had it. And it turns out it was in a, people call it like a death net, I think, where like there's like a netting around the roots. And so even though it was a 4-inch string of turtles, the roots were stuck in this tiny little 2-inch thing. And so I basically had to like cut it all back and try again. And I just think these tiny, like, I'm not a huge fan of buying 2-inch plants for me personally, just because I find them difficult to realize when to water. But these are so full that I feel like you can't go wrong. Like this one in particular, it's really tempting to just buy a new one instead of trying to bring my string of turtles back, but we're gonna keep going. And I love this string of pearls so much. Look, that new growth looks neon. Is it okay? Is it supposed to look like that? Yeah, this is a variegated string of pearls. And I've never been tempted to buy one of these. Maybe I'm just in a plant buying mood because I have not been plant shopping in so long. And then here's some regular string of hearts. These are $9. And this little string of pearls is just wrapped around. So cute. Oh my gosh, I was just talking about these. So this is the like cool way that I've started seeing these being grown. So it looks like it's $100. But like, how cool is this? It's like twisted all around each other. I'm a really big fan of these being grown like this. I think it's super interesting and awesome. And then it looks like there's some Alocasia Alocasia African mask. Here's some Hoya macrophylla. This is a good deal. Oh my goodness. And then there's more Hoya. This one's a Hoya Kentiana for $25. And what's this one? Hoya carnosa for $22. And then this, I think, is a Hoya publicalis splash for $22. Over here at this table, there are some prayer plants. I love Rattlesnake Calatheas. I think they're so easy and just a top tier prayer plant. I think this is a Syngonium butterfly, just a Syngonium vine for $16. Very beautiful. It's a Syngonium batik dupe, I believe. Oh my gosh, there's silver swords back there. We haven't really gotten those yet where I live. I think we have, I just haven't been plant shopping a lot lately. I haven't seen them in a shop until today, so that's pretty exciting. There's some really pretty peperomias over here. What's this one? This is a Peperomia Parallel for $17. very thick, very thick. That doesn't even feel like a leaf. It's crazy. And then down here, there's some Scindapsus argyrius. Mine is from here. They're 15. I feel like I paid more than that when I got mine, so they've gone down in price, which is cool. I could just be misremembering though. And then this is a Scindapsus exotica for 18, just one vine, and it's growing like up, which is kind of interesting. Over here on this wall, I definitely see some global green pothos, which when global greens first came out, I got really excited, like everybody did, and I really wanted to go get one, and then I didn't. And I feel like global greens are like a little bit underwhelming unless you get one with good variegation. This one has good variegation, and it's 43, but like you can see that there is a stark difference in color on a lot of the leaves, but like sometimes global greens look more like this, which the coloring is just a lot less noticeable. This is the biggest Peperomia raindrop I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, there's some thick stems. Oh, it's a Peperomia Owl Eye, so maybe it's different, and it's 33. So yeah, I'm not sure that I've seen these before. They are really neat looking, very interesting. Over on this wall, there are a bunch of Syngonium, and here's a Geogenanthus. I don't remember what the second word is. Silatus. I haven't seen these in person yet. Very interesting. I think they look really ugly when they are damaged, but like this perfect leaf looks neat. That's my initial reaction. I'll have to think about how I feel about those. Oh my goodness, and a Syngonium frosted heart. So I have one of these, and it's tiny. This one has so many stems on the inside. It's 43. This is so cool. Like, these don't look like a Syngonium to me in the best way. Like, I love Syngonium, but like, how cool is this leaf? Ugh, that's a good find. And then I think this is a Syngonium like pink spot. And I have a Syngonium pink splash, but I've been eyeing these as these have been posted on Renovation Jungle's Instagram. It's a pink confetti, and it's 28, and I just love the very subtle pink. And then there's also just this stem that has a ton of pink, so that's a really, really cool plant, in my opinion. And then, ooh, down here, okay, so this is, I think, the Philodendron Fuzzy Petiole, which I've been seeing pop up all over my area over the past, like maybe week and a half or so. Yeah, so it's 45. I'm gonna try and find like a more mature specimen. This one, okay, yeah, this one's got the fuzzy petioles. Interesting. So I like me a fuzzy petiole, but I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this particular plant. I'll have to like dig through these. I have quite a few. There's some over there, some over here, and I'll just have to see how I feel about them. I don't know what my first impression is. I mean, it's cool. It's not as fuzzy as I anticipated, but it could just be that they're a little young. And I don't know what these Syngonium are, but they're very white. If they are the white butterfly, I think it might be. It just says Syngonium vine, but oh my goodness, very white. And then down here, oh, they have pitcher plants, I think, just without the pitchers. Yep, for 25. I really want a pitcher plant, but I want this is probably big enough, but yeah, maybe it is big enough. I usually see them in 2-inch pots, honestly, and I had been wanting a bigger one, but these are pretty big, and this one actually comes with 2, which is really neat. And then I think this is an Alocasia Lowrider. No, it's a Lowrider for 25. This is a big one. Is this also? Yes, but this one is 66, and it's got a lot of leaves. More Alocasia. These are Alocasia Wentii for 55. I think these are Begonia Maculatas. Yep, and they're 25. So my opinion on Begonia Maculatas, I used to think they were really weird and ugly because they just look unnatural. Like, it looks like someone took a sparkly Sharpie and drew circles on them. but they have grown on me and now I want one. So I feel like that's just, you know, your plant tastes can change and that's okay, and it happens. What is this? This is the metalhead again, I think. And we can look at this wall. So there are some Hoyas, and it's kind of hard to find Hoyas of this size, or Hoya Carnos compactas of this size generally. Oh my gosh, and she's trailing already. Usually I see them like a lot bigger than this or a lot smaller. This one doesn't have a price on it. This one does, and it is $49. And there are other Hoyas. Should I get a Hoya today, guys? Hoya Kentiana for $43. Hoyas are so expensive. Oh my goodness. And then this is a hurricane fern. I used to really want one of these before I saw them in real life, and then they're fine. I don't know. I don't dislike. I still really like it, but I used to think they were super cool and like I wanted one really bad. And then I saw them in real life and I'm like, okay, it's a curly fern. Like, it's neat, but it's nothing like show-stopping to me. I don't know. This is just my opinion. If you love them, I'm not like hating on them. I still think they're cool. I would still own one. And yeah, this is a Homalomena Emerald Gem. I really want to get a Homalomena. Originally, I kind of wanted a Homalomena Selby. They are more like the variegated version, but I really like the shape of these leaves, just green. Like, this is such a cool looking plant. So maybe at some point I'll get one of those. There's some Rhaphidophora highs for $28. And here we are in the prayer plants section. I love prayer plants. There are just some regular Marantas, classic. I think this is a Stramanthe Magic Star, which I haven't seen one of these yet. Yes, it is, and it's $33, which I feel like is a very fair price for this. I am assuming it's related to the Stramanthe Trio Star, which is shown here. I am still learning what my Trio Star likes, but it's from here. I got it almost a year ago, and it's always putting out a new leaf. It just gets crispy very easily, and it's the only plant that I water with distilled water, and yet it's still crispy. So, but it's fine. It's like not unhealthy or anything. And I just want to see how big this red Maranta pot is, because this plant, oh my goodness, this is so full. It is, this is $24. That is such a good deal. Oh my gosh. If I didn't already have one, just look at how they're like layered over each other. It's so pretty. And other various Calathea down there. Okay, we're finally back over by the silver swords. So I'm curious how much these are, because these were like very expensive and then all of a sudden they were cheap. Oh my gosh, and it's only $28. My silver sword has leaves. It only has like 3 leaves and they're about that size. So she's got some growing to do before it's this size. But yeah, I love how sparkly. This one's like more shiny than it is sparkly, but I do really like the shine. And then there are some philodendron micans over here for $28. And I think now I'm gonna actually do the shopping and figure out what I want to buy, and I will see you guys in the car before we go to our next plant shop. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in Renovation Jungle. It was very busy, which I'm never going to be upset about because it means that the business is doing well, but it is, you know, a little harder to film. So hopefully that was okay. And we are now at our final location, which is Art Terrarium, which is only about like 8 minutes or so away from Renovation Jungle. And by the way, I don't know why I didn't say this, but there will be a haul at the end. So make sure you stick around for that, and let's go see what Art Terrarium has. Here we are in Art Terrarium. So a lot of times I found that the plant stores in the area tend to get like very similar plants in at the same exact times. So I'll be curious to see like what they have that's different. It looks like they have more Geogenanthus ciliatus, is that how you say it? They have 3 of these. I don't know. These look really cool in photos, but I'm not sure I'm loving it in person, and it's $40. There's ferns down here, and this one is very cool looking to me. What is it? It's Club Moss Siliginella for 12, and it just, I love how it feels. Oh my goodness, it feels like the most luscious grass. These are Peperomia Quitos. These are pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people talk about these and enjoy them. That's about all I have to say about that. Yeah, they have a lot of peperomias here. I don't think I've ever like really appreciated how many peperomias they have. They have quite a few. This is a Peperomia nivalis. Very interesting looking. This one feels very much like a succulent. And peperomias in general are just kind of an interesting like bridge between succulent and aroid almost, because like they need watered more than succulents, but like they feel like succulents. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how I feel about them. And then they have a bunch of prayer plants, and they have a few in here that I haven't really seen. So this is a Calathea Crocata, and I think that they flower pretty regularly from what I've read, and they've got these cool like orange flowers, so that's kind of a neat one. They have little mini Stramanthe trio stars, which I love. I love getting little small ones and just like watching them grow. And then they have like a really, really big one right there. So these are Calathea Musaicas, and I have not seen these in real life, and so I haven't been able to touch one. And the leaves are so thick. Like, so the leaves on these are, I mean, they're not thin leaves, but they're not thick. And like, the leaves, like this is a thin leaf. This is a very thin leaf. This is a very thin leaf. I expected this to be thinner, but it feels like a crocodile skin almost. Like it's got quite the texture on the back, and then it's thick. I don't know, I just wasn't expecting that. So it's $45, but it is really, really neat. I wish they had one that was smaller, like one that was more in this size pot. So I think I would definitely go for it. I've been like really, really enjoying buying plants lately. I've been like letting myself grow my collection a bit more. I was a little bit more stingy last year, but I'm also running out of space. So, you know, I like a small plant until I think my grow lights for my IKEA cabinet are coming in soon, and then I'll be able to put plants in there. This is a Calathea Misto, which is kind of a cool name. And then they have this whole Pothos and philodendron section. I think the only philodendron might be the Micans all the way up there, and I think the rest are Pothos. But it's neat to just see like all of these different types of Pothos all in one place, I gotta say. These are pearls and jade. I truly like the difference between Enjoy Pothos and pearls and jade is, I don't know what it is. They look so similar. Supposedly these are pearls and jade. Heck if I can tell the difference. And there's some golden Pothos, some marble queens, and some jade Pothos, which are just like the plain green ones. Over here they have even more philodendron, and it looks like some Scindapsus. So this one is a Prince of Orange philodendron for 13. This is a Heartleaf philodendron. Oh my gosh, this needs watered because it is very light, and it's only 11. These are the Tribui Moonlights. I will be curious to see the price on this. It is 42. I feel like for how full that is, it's a pretty good deal. And then they have some Silver Swords. I feel like that guy needs watered too. And he doesn't have a price, but this one does, and it's 28. And then, yeah, quite a few Scindapsus. This little one is an Exotica, and it is $16.50. Oh my goodness, painted ladies. Oh, I love painted ladies. Very excited for mine to get leaves this big. And it looks like, here's another one that's gonna be easier to see the price. It is $60. They are very pretty. It looks like maybe this is a smaller one. Ooh, this could be a good deal. What's it gonna be? $35. Yeah, that's a good deal. I straight up already have one, and this is tempting for no reason. Like, just because I love them, it's tempting. You don't need it, Sloan, you don't need it. And these are their philodendron fuzzy petioles. So like I said, a lot of the plant shops get very similar shipments in. They're not as fuzzy as I want them to be. But I think, like, see, this one is pretty fuzzy. I think because, like, you can tell that new leaf coming in is gonna be a big one. So I just think they're juvenile, and that's probably why. These are 46. I'm just not sold on it yet. I like the philodendron genevievierum a little bit better. It's got a bit more of a fuzzier petiole. They have Rhaphidophora decursivas. These are 46. Very shiny green leaf. They're pretty thick. I always like to tell you guys about how plants feel. I don't know if you care, but I tell you anyway. It looks like there are quite a few Hoya over here, which is pretty fun. This is a Hoya Wayetii, variegata for 37. This is a jade plant. Again, I can't remember if it's Golem or Hobbit. And then this is the other one. This one is, I say this in like every video, I really need to be better about like actually looking it up, because I own this one. I own this one. And then the red tips, that's from Sunstressing, which is really neat. Mine do not have that. But yeah, so these are both named after Lord of the Rings. One of them is Gobbit and one of them, or Gobbit, one of them is Hobbit and one of them is Gollum, and I cannot remember which is which, but now you know. It's cool to have them like side by side to be able to explain that. This is a Hoya australis, which I really want the Hoya australis Lisa, which is like a variegated version. And this is only $24. And then there are some Hoya Crimson Queens, and these are 22. I kind of want a Crimson Princess. I feel like, so the difference is the princesses have the green on the outside and the white in the middle, and you don't see them as often. And I don't know, I'm curious about it. I kind of want a princess. I've killed a queen, so I guess I'll move on to the princess. This is another Hoya australis. I really like that. One day I'll figure Hoya out. I will. You heard it here first, folks. I promise I will figure them out. There's a string of turtles right here for 31. Very full. Oh my goodness. And they have those elephant bushes, and it is 15. I'm really skeptical on whether I could keep this alive or not. It just seems like an outdoor plant. It really does. And I don't know if I want to buy disappointment right now. Like, I don't think I can handle it if I kill it. Oh, but I wanted one of these for like a year. And it's only $15, but like, what if I kill it? I don't know. If you have one of these and you've kept it alive, like, please comment and tell me. And tell me what you do to keep it alive. I'm just scared. It'd probably be fine, right? I don't know. We're gonna keep thinking about that one. This is really cool. So they posted these on their Instagram as like a new plant in. I don't know if this is their only one. It is a shrimp plant and it is $60. That was me bending down to look at the price. I think these are the flowers, and they're actually kind of terrifying. They're cool, but they're terrifying. So yeah, this is the plant shop behind me, as you can see. And then they have pots and whatnots, which I will not bore you by going through. Although sometimes it's fun to do that. This is really cute. I absolutely love these. I wonder if I can make this. I can't sew. Who am I kidding? And yeah, we'll just keep going. It looks like these are the clearance plants. So there are some philodendron super Adams for 25% off. There is a global green for 25% off, which is pretty cool. I don't know what this is. Baby tears, Pilea baby tears for 25% off. This music is very loud, so I apologize if it's hard to hear. And then another elephant bush. And then over here are Sansevieria and more like low light plants. Okay, this is interesting. Here we go. So this is a Sansevieria jiboa, and this is a whale fin. Look at how similar those are. They're like, this is very wide. I'll give it that. but like, aren't they so similar? So I have a Jerboa, and I've never understood the appeal of the regular whale fin because like, even like the margins, I don't know how well you can see the margins, but they're so similar. And yeah, here's another whale fin Jerboa. I mean, they're just, I don't need both. They're so similar. Over here, there are some Alocasia. So there are the Alocasia Frydek. Here they are $22. And then there's the Alocasia Black Velvet, which is $23. I prefer the Black Ninja. I find that the veining is just more sparkly, and I like a sparkly plant. We have established this. So yeah, I have a Black Ninja, but I haven't seen them around since I got one. It looks like there's some little Monsteras for $12. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, variegation. I'm sure it's nutrient deficient. They would not have, it'd be very expensive if it was actually variegated. And yeah, then some begonias. So their Begonia Maculatas are $44. And I think I only missed one other table. So over here are some Syngonium, it looks like, Dracaena, and Schlafera. So I think that's about everything. So yeah, I will meet you guys in the car. Thank you for going to 3 whole plant shops with me. It's absolutely crazy. Biggest plant shopping adventure yet. And I will meet you guys in the car. So I'm back in my car and it's time for the haul. So I think I'm gonna go in order of places. So this might not be an order of like most interesting. It's not, but it'll still be good. So I'm gonna start with what I got from Home Depot. What I got from Home Depot happens to not be plant related. Why I actually wanted to go to Home Depot was because I have been wanting to paint our master bedroom for months, and I just have not had time to make it out to Home Depot with everything else going on with life, and I want to paint it like a blue-gray. So I got a lot of options. So I'm gonna go dig through these. Like, this is too dark. But I took everything that was like even remotely close to a blue-gray so I can go home and think about it. So that was my Home Depot haul. Their plants weren't particularly interesting. They usually aren't. I think the most interesting thing I've ever seen at a Home Depot is like a string of pearls. So it's fine. But I still looked. It's fun to look. Maybe one day I'll find a gem. But yeah, let's move on to what I got from Renovation Jungle. Also, I'm like hot, so the coat has come off. Plant number 1 is this Alocasia Frydek. I'm so excited to have one of these. I've never seen them in person until today, and I've just been enjoying Alocasia like a little bit more lately. I think I only have 2 of them. I wanted a 3rd, and yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about this. I took a long time looking at the different Alocasia that Renovation Jungle had, and what I ended up deciding on was I chose the one that has the most leaves. There was another one that had a leaf that was like a bit more mature, and I almost went for that one. But the thing with Alocasia is that it's so easy for them to lose leaves. Like my Alocasia Black Ninja that I have at home has 2 actual plants in it, and those plants each only have 2 leaves, and for a long time they only had 1. So I just know how easy it is for Alocasia to end up in, like, people call it like the 1 leaf club if they only have 1 leaf. And so I decided I was just gonna get the one with the most leaves and, you know, hope for the best. So I mean, it just says on the care about what I expect: prefers added humidity, water, wind, top 2 to 3 inches of soil or dry, etc. Maybe I'll put this in my IKEA cabinet once that's set up. I don't know. Once I get the lights in there, I'm gonna have to like go around my house and figure out what the heck is going in there because I do not have a plan, but I'm excited about it. Plant number 2 is something that I have never had the slightest interest in purchasing, and it's a variegated string of pearls. But I just, look at how white these little leaves are. Oh my God, are they leaves? Pearls. They are so cool. They're neon. How cool is that? I'm so excited. I I do wonder if they will live. I really do, because a lot of times like plants need green to live, and those are really white. So like I wonder if that part will live. I also, like, if you watch my videos, you might remember that I mentioned how one thing that I learned in the last year was like, don't buy 2-inch plants because they're very easy to kill, and like here I am. So this was probably a bad decision, but my string of pearls is doing so well. Like it is, I don't know how long it's trailing, feet, and it's just so happy. So I do feel like I have my string of pearls figured out, and I wanted another one. So please live. That's all I have to say. I'm really excited about it. I've seen these all over, and I've never even thought about getting it. So this was a big surprise for me, and I'm really excited about it. And the last plant from Renovation Jungle is this Hoya Publicalis Splash. And this is my step towards understanding Hoya. This is my plan. So there are quite a few plants in here, it looks like, and I have killed 2 Hoyas at this point, and I want to figure them out, because there are some Hoyas that I really like and I want to buy them, and I can't because they're expensive and I just don't trust myself. So I know that Hoya Publicalis Splash and like Hoya Publicalis in general are supposed to be super easy as far as Hoyas go. They're supposed to be like one of the absolute easiest. So we're gonna find out. This is my test, and it was only $20. It's got these like cool tendrils, so maybe I'll give it something to like twist and climb up. I don't know where this is going. I've had it in the back of my mind to buy a Publicalis at some point, and I just haven't done it, and I was like, today's the day. We are getting my Hoya Publicalis. We're doing this. So I'm excited to have a Publicalis, and hopefully this will be the first of many Hoyas that I can keep thriving. Okay, now we're on to the Art Terrarium haul, and spoiler alert, I didn't get any plants from Art Terrarium, but I did get Super Thrive. So I've been wanting to try this for a while. I've also been wanting to try Liquid Dirt, and I don't know, they had it, so I bought it. So I just was like, oh, I don't usually see this in person. I'm just gonna buy it instead of like ordering it somewhere. So I'm excited to give this a try to improve my fertilization, etc. I don't know if I can put this in my propagations. I need to look that up, because it would be really nice to also have something I could put in the water of my propagations, because some of my propagations are looking a little nutrient deficient because they've been in water for months. But that might be more like a Liquid Dirt thing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I have been using fish fertilizer to fertilize my plants, and it works. It's just stinky. So I'm excited to give this a try. We'll see how it goes. And the very last thing is Art Terrarium had these free nursery pots, and large nursery pots can sometimes be hard to find. So it's not like that's that large, but it's big enough that I was like, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna store it in my basement, and maybe I'll use it for some plant sometime in the future. And that was my haul. So I don't know, I feel like that was a pretty successful afternoon. I want to thank you so much for watching this 3 plant store journey. This is the first time I've ever visited 3 plant stores for one video. So if you liked this type of video, please let me know, or if you would prefer that I spend a really long time at each plant shop, which is what I tend to do, let me know if you prefer that instead. And if you love plant shopping videos, if you love plants, please subscribe, leave a comment, like this video. I would love it if you would join my plant community. And definitely check out my Instagram as well. My plant Instagram is linked in the description box, as well as my TikTok. On my Instagram especially, I do talk about like more things, and I almost always like give spoilers to my videos. So if you would be interested in like kind of knowing a little bit about my videos before they get posted, like that's definitely the place to look. And finally, I just really want to thank you all for being so kind lately. I started grad school in January this year, and it's just been a lot to balance working full-time with grad school plus this YouTube channel and like life in general. So I have missed a few weeks in terms of posting, and you guys have just been so nice about it, and it is very much a goal for me to stay very consistent and post at least once a week every week, and it's something that I'm working on, but I still need to like kind of figure out the balance with grad school. So I just want to thank you all so much for being a part of my plant community here on YouTube, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!